Welcome back, everybody. 15 minutes to the top of the hour. And Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy, they are wasting no time determining how they will cut government spending by $2 trillion. The pair will lead President-elect Trump's Department of Government Efficiency, or better known as DOGE. They'll work with a team of lawmakers who will also be working on bills to cut wasteful spending. Republican Senator from Oklahoma, James Lankford, is one of the founding members of the DOGE Caucus. He's introducing 2 new bills targeting fraud against unemployment benefits and also the COVID pandemic. Congressman, always good to have you. Thank you for joining me again.
Good to see you again, Margie.
So you've tackled government waste for years, right? You've labeled it federal fumbles. You and I have sat together frequently over the course of the last 10 years to talk about the craziest places that fat needs to be cut. How are these conversations going with Elon and Vivek right now? Are you like, guys, I've been on this for 10 years. Welcome to the club.
I actually have said something pretty close to that, to say we have a long list of items that we can actually bring, including some legislation that we've done in the past to be able to help identify government duplication and waste. We put in a bill called the Taxpayers' Right to Know a couple of years ago that actually identifies every single program in the federal government, so we can see where we're doing the same thing 20 different times in 20 different agencies or entities. Literally, we could never see that before. So we're set up in a way that's different now, that we can really see the waste in a better way. And quite frankly, we're inviting federal workers and folks in agencies to say, you're taxpayers as well. They also see the waste in government. Report it in. Let us know what you see, because we know what we see. We want to know what the folks on the ground see as well. And let's just fix it. This shouldn't be a partisan issue. More efficient government should be an everybody issue.
Yeah. And tell me, before I get to your 2 bills, because I do want to cover that, how does the division of labor work here between DOGE and your caucus? Do you give Elon and Vivek your wish list and say this is where we'd like to cut, or do they give you their list? Since y'all are the lawmakers, how does it work?
We're asking everybody to look at it, and there are several of us, both the House and the Senate, that are actually working on this, that many of us have worked on it for years on it. Then we're breaking up in 2 different groups. What is the executive branch? What can they do with executive action? And what actually takes legislation to be able to do? So we'll know who's got the ball on those different issues, and then this frequent sharing of ideas. Elon Musk and Vivek are going to do a lot of the communicating on this. They've got a loud platform. They're going to talk about here areas that need to be addressed. We've got to do our nerdy work in the process of actually going through writing the legislation and identifying the issues, and the executive branch has got to be able to implement a lot of this. So there's a lot that can be done, but it's good to have everybody talking about it at the same time. That's what it takes to actually get it done.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to watch how everybody works together on this. Tell us a bit more now about these 2 anti-fraud, anti-waste bills that you've introduced this week. I understand they're pandemic related. Are we still hemorrhaging money on COVID issues?
We still are, and what's interesting is some of the COVID programs, because there were so many and there was so much money that went out, the statute of limitations has run out for some of these programs to be able to go in and be able to check for fraud. So literally in the next few weeks, we're going to lose the ability to be able, for inspectors general and for individuals to be able to go back and to be able to identify that was a fraudulent request that actually came in, and we want to be able to get that money back. So one of them just extends out that statute of limitations, because if we're talking trillions of dollars, we need to make sure we got good oversight. The second one deals with this gap that's been in the unemployment insurance issues for a long time. Literally, if a state identifies that someone has fraudulently requested unemployment insurance, they still have to give them the unemployment insurance for a long period of time until they can go through the process of proving it, even if it's really obvious this is fake. If one person has requested 10 different ways to be able to get unemployment insurance and they're getting it 10 different times.
Wow.
If they say it's obvious fake, we want the states to have the ability to be able to turn that off immediately, and so we don't have all this money going out the door we can never recover.
Yeah, turn off the spigot.
Things we think shouldn't be partisan. Let's just fix the problem.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.